In a world that changes faster than we can predict, one of the greatest skills you can master is the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Peter. Welcome to our podcast for today. And I want to talk to you about one of the major dynamics in personal development, which is your ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. What does it mean to learn? Learning simply means your ability to acquire new skills, your ability to acquire new information, your ability to access opportunities for growth. Now, learning is curiosity ignited. All right, you have to be intentional about the information you expose your mind to, you expose your eyes to. So it's simply learning, simply means seeking new knowledge, new opportunities for growth. For example, reading. You can be reading books, materials that will open your mind to new information, okay, that will help you acquire new skills. Okay, you can pay for certain courses or certain trainings online or on the ground. You can go for certain exposures that will give your mind, that will help your mind, that will expose your mind. Okay, these are all avenues of learning. And you see, growth begins from learning. You have to learn. You have to expose your mind because that's actually where the journey begins. Because learning is growth. No success, no personal development without learning. So that's what it means to learn. But you see, learning alone is not enough. On your journey, if you want to reinvent yourself and you want to become a better version of yourself, one of the core things you must also learn how to do is what we call unlearning. You see, unlearning takes courage. Unlearning is painstaking and it can be challenging for many people. Imagine growing up believing certain things over time and only to discover that what you always believed was a myth, or what you always believed was not accurate or was a lie. You discover that it takes you more time to unlearn than it takes to learn. And that is why unlearning is a process. It is challenging. It's simply letting go of outdated information, letting go of limiting beliefs, behaviors, or assumptions. Do you know that there are certain long-held assumptions that we have that are not true? And if you are unable to let go of this assumption, you have placed a limitation on your growth. You have placed a limitation on your success or personal development. So you challenge some of those long-held beliefs. You have to challenge it. Some of them you have to discard it so that you can create space for more opportunities. You see, growth requires change. Personal development requires change. And for you to change or reach out for the new, one of the core things you need to do is to let go of the past. Let go of those long-held assumptions that are impacting negatively on your journey. And see, if this is one of the skills you can learn, I can assure you that personal development will be an easy journey for you. The ability to unlearn. Because it takes time. Imagine taking years, let's say 20 years to build a particular belief system, or taking 10 years to build a particular habit, only to discover that habit cannot power your uphill task. It cannot power where you're going. And you see, in letting go of those negative habits, you have to unlearn. And so unlearning is a skill that I believe everyone should learn. Everyone should be able to develop in their journey to success and personal development. So make up your mind. Let go of those limiting beliefs. Let go of those limiting mindsets. Let go of those assumptions, long-held beliefs and assumptions that are not in tandem to the direction of your journey. I see, if you let go, you create more room for growth. You create space for you to develop and grow more. So that's what it means to unlearn. And it takes courage. It takes intentionality for you to unlearn. Now, having unlearned, the next thing is to relearn. What does it mean to relearn? Relearning simply means you are restarting, or you are realigning, or you are revisiting the previous knowledge you had. Okay, so you are updating your information, you are updating your skills, you are revisiting knowledge, revisiting previous knowledge. You see, relearning is very important because if you're not informed, if you're not updated in the information you have or in the skills you have, you will be left behind. And that is a very important skill that is valid and important in your journey to success. Remember when we had typewriter, where people used to type? We have experts that are good in typing stuff and printing stuff. But you see, the world has emerged at the speed that we cannot even imagine. So that right now you have AI, you can give AI a prompt and that AI will type out everything. So imagine if you are limited to the capacity of just being able to type, you will be left behind. So relearning is important in your journey of success, in your journey of personal development. So as an expert, as someone that is reinventing his or herself, you have to understand the dynamic relationship, the interplay between learning, unlearning, and relearning. And like I said, unlearning is more difficult and painstaking because it takes a lot of effort to let go of long-held limited beliefs. So when you understand these dynamics and you're able to go through the process, you discover that your journey to success, your journey to personal development will become inevitable. And I want you to know that the world does not belong to those who know it all. It belongs to those who have the courage to learn, unlearn, and relearn. See you in the next episode.